Yo, what is up, guys? Joker bringing you another video for Path of Exile. So later today, there's going to be the Exilecon live stream, and I just wanted to throw up expectations, hopes, stuff like that, that are going to be in this live stream going forward. I wrote it all down in a little notepad, so let's take a look. Up first, we have expansion time, right? Just because of the fact that I personally didn't even remember the last expansion when the Eater of Worlds and Searing Exarch came out, like when they actually came out. So I looked at the history and it looks like it was over a year ago. So I feel like there's a really, really, really strong chance that there's going to be an expansion this time around where we'll hopefully get a couple of new mini bosses and bosses that are really cool. And if there is, that means that there is going to be some decent changes to the crafting system slash quality of life for the crafting systems. Because if you think about it, Cirrus gave us the Awakener Orb, Maven gave us the Maven Orb, the Eldridge entities gave us Eldridge crafting with all of their items. So if there really is an expansion, which I'm hoping, then we're going to get some new crafting changes, which is always good because crafting is such ass. Apart from that, I want a loot showering league mechanic, right? Think like Scourge, Sentinel, Ultimatum, right? I'm tired of these league mechanics that I have to like step away and do them individually. Don't get me wrong, Forbidden Sanctum was really cool, right? But Crucible was crap, Lake of Calandra was crap. We need to go back to like Scourge, Ultimatum, right? All of these leagues that were so rewarding. I think it's about time just because of the fact that last couple of leagues have been kind of meh, and I'm really looking forward to a good league again. Apart from that, I want to see at least 5 new skill gems and 5 new support gems. GGG has been doing really good on newer support gems, like all the support that we got for bows, right? And how it made bows like the number one thing in viability right now. I want to see this, but I kind of want to see it for melee, right? Because melee has no love. My first skill in Path of Exile was actually Frostblades. I was a Frostblades raider. That was the first build I ever played in Path of Exile at this point, fuck, like 4 or 5 years ago. But I can't really do that anymore since they nerfed melee essentially to the ground. So I want to see a couple of new skills that are really cool and a couple of new supports for melee, or maybe even new melee skills that are really cool. On top of that, I want to see us get another Chase Unique. I really appreciate the fact that we've been getting a Chase Unique every couple of leagues because they're all really viable and they're all really cool. Think Nimbus, Ashes, Omni, Mage Blood. I mean, Headhunter is old, but we have Headhunter. So now we need a Chase item that would go in the boot slot. Boots, gloves, helmet. Yeah, boots, gloves, or helmet. That's what we need now because we already have belts and we already have jewelry. So it'd be really cool to see if we could get a chase unique for one of those other slots. On top of that, I want more viable regular uniques because with the unique rework not that long ago, they did bring a few more into viability, but out of the thousands of unique items, there's still really a few dozen that get used. Apart from that, there's not really anything. Melee buffs, right? I was trying to think of a melee build that's viable right now, and Boner was the only one that came to mind. Besides Bone Shatter, I don't think there's another melee build that's even like decent or viable. I mean, I'm not going to talk about slams. Oh, you know what? Rage Vortex, right? Rage, well, that's not really melee either, so never mind. That's, yeah, back to the original thing of Bone Shatter being the only viable melee build, and slams can bite me because fuck slams. I don't want to press 17 buttons to use one attack. Uh, Sadly, I think there is going to be nerfs to bow skills slash the anoint. I forgot off the top of my head what it's called, but the anoint that gives you pretty much double damage allows your projectiles to return. I see that getting nerfed. I think spell suppression may get hit because it's still really strong. Um, Apart from that, I want quality of life changes for a trade. We've been told that we're going to get these the last couple of leagues, and nothing has happened. I would really appreciate if they would actually go ahead and give us these quality of life changes because there's no reason I should have to message 40 people and get no response for a trade. I know they want trade to be hard. I get it. I understand. But give us something, right? Give us something to make the trade system better. Even if it's just like you can have an AFK trader in your hideout for an hour, right? Like an NPC that stands there and it's only there for an hour while you're online or something like that, right? And it will do your trades for you, something like that. Meet us halfway, GGG. That's the last thing that's really holding Path of Exile back is the trade system. Apart from that, I'm thinking PoE 2 beta is going to be around October. It makes sense because that would fall in line with like not only Path of Exile's league cycles, but Diablo 4's league cycle, right? So it'd be a really, really good, smart thing if they put this out around the same time as D4 Season 2, because let's be honest, the way the seasons are going in D4, people are going to be doing the PoE2 beta. PoE2, I see going January to March for the official launch just because of the fact that, once again, it falls on the league cycle. And not only that, this would be around the time of season 3 of D4, which is supposed to be D4's big season. So, where it fixes a lot of its shit, right? So, I feel like if they put it around this time frame, then it's going to be competing directly with D4, which could be a good thing or a bad thing. Because if D4 is still shit, then all the people can directly go over into PoE2 and we'll just have a huge booming population. But these are just a couple of the things that I hopefully want to see said or mentioned. So get your bingo cards ready for this live stream. Hopefully it's not a don't you have phones? I don't see Chris doing that. I mean, he knows better. He called it when he said Diablo Immortal wasn't going to be a competitor, and he was essentially right for Diablo 4 too. It's not really a competitor for PoE. It's kind of, but not really. But I'm going to end the rant right here. I may live stream the event. I may not. I have a lot going on, so it's up. I'll make a post if you do. That way you can get like my take, and then obviously there's going to be several videos breaking it down for people that don't get to watch it, and I get to say if I was right or wrong or not. But that's pretty much it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to stay up to date with this and future videos. And until next time, take care.